Georgia's only live online morning show. Josh, let's show everybody how they can contact the show. Right there is how you can get in touch with us. Now, leave that up a minute as I do a couple programming notes. Friday, that's tomorrow. We will be at Sycamore Crossing, and we'll have Ask the Doc with Dr. William Whaley. We'll have North Georgia Senior Living with Jesse Barton, the Community Relations Director. We'll also have, and I'm excited about this, I know you will be too, because we always round out our Friday show, say that 3 times fast, round out our Friday show with the star from the Humane Society of Blue Ridge, our pet of the week. And we have an exciting, we're going to tell you right now, I'm pretty sure that tomorrow we're going to have puppies. You always love when we close. I think we have 8 puppies coming from the Humane Society of Blue Ridge. It's going to be a great show. And last but not least, the all-star political panel. And we always wonder if they'll have anything to talk about this day and age, okay? They will be there tomorrow. Now, I'm going to let you know ahead of time, Rick will be driving this wagon tomorrow. He will be driving it, Rick and Josh, and they'll do a great job. And then I'll be back Monday morning. So here's a couple of things we're going to talk about. Josh, you can take that down. We're going to talk about how Rachel Maddow, her ratings have slipped enormously. Crying doesn't cut it anymore, Rachel. We're going to talk about that for a minute. We're going to talk about Ben Carson. Do you remember this guy named Ben? You remember this brain surgeon? This guy, I think I'm just rolling here, separated Siamese twins. This guy that on babies surgically worked on the brain. I mean, he is an amazing, brilliant man. He happens to be the HUD secretary, the Housing and Urban Development secretary, whatever. Brilliant man. Did you know he did a whole 20-minute press conference about Baltimore? Oh, you mean you didn't know that? Because Ben Carson, and put this up, we'll talk about it later. I don't want to get stuck on it. I thought I had a pic of him, and I'll go through here. Here, number 13, Josh. Go with number 13 for me if you don't mind. But Ben Carson, what you will see in the picture, you see the microphones? For some reason, Fox, he was on Tucker Carlson, let's not get worked up. For some reason, Baltimore Fox and CBS and ABC, there's some microphones there, but I just don't see all the big networks running for this when he is right there in West Baltimore. I think he has spent more time in West Baltimore than their representative, Elijah Cummings. So we're going to talk about that. I want to move on. What would the black community think? Now, wait a minute. Stay with me. What would the black community in America think? Because I didn't see this on the reality shows the last 2 nights, that the House of Representatives has passed a form of reparations for same-sex couples. I know you're saying, no, that's not true. It didn't happen. Let's see. I got it here somewhere. Where's it at? Where's it at? Come on. There you go. Why don't you look up, not right now. Not right now. Why don't you look up HR 3299, promotes respect for individuals. I'm sorry, man. I read these bills. HR, write this down, 3299, promoting respect for individuals, Dignity and Equality Act of 2019. So let me just set this up. We'll talk about it later. The House passed this bill. You can qualify it as reparations for gay couples. So let's say in the tax law, in the tax structure, boom, 3 times is a charm. And the tax law and the tax structure, let's say Ben and Fred, or Fred and Larry, I don't know who the hell. Let's say they've been together for 10 years. They're a loving couple. They've got family photos and everything all around the house, hanging in the hallway. Go up the stairway. There's the one where they were in Hawaii on their honeymoon. I'm losing it today, but I got great information today. So let's say Ben and Fred have been together for 10 years, but they've only been able to enjoy the tax law as married couples for a couple years since Obama put the whole thing in play, and it's now legal to, marry whatever. But there's 8 years they were not able to enjoy the tax laws and get the benefits. This bill may allow Ben and Fred to go back those 8 years, adjust their tax records, and get some money back. What if the black community found out about that? All right, we'll talk about that a little later. I don't know where I'm going with half of this stuff, folks, but I'm enjoying this like you would not believe. So let's get to, I want to, wait a minute, let me see what else I have here. I have it here. We got Elijah Cummings in there. We're going to get to that in a minute. We do want to talk. I want to talk about, looking at some things here. The debate I called it a debate. I'm trying to find out. It's not a debate. All right, Josh, so let's go with this. And I'm going to try to read some notes. I took a lot of notes last night, okay? So we got number one, we have the host there, CNN. We'll just start with that right there. If you watched, and we'll break that down, if you watched CNN last night for this reality show, I'm going to make it real simple that it was not a debate. Let me tell you what really happens in a debate, okay? CNN thought what they would do, because you're seeing all the headlines piling on Joe, Kamala attacks so-and-so, Gillibrand comes out, oh my God, Gillibrand is going to explain white supremacy to white suburban moms. Anyhow, all they did this morning, all they did last night was go back and forth and try to create spats between them. That's it. Little spats. Both nights. And I'm going to move on because I know I'm getting long on the answer here. If this resembled a debate, I have moderated several, okay? The candidates the moderators there on the screen, there's Jake Tapper, Dana Bash, and the Don. The Don would follow up candidates' answers with statistics, facts to create the conversation. You would not. It's not a debate when you say, "Well, you wrote this, and tell us what you meant." And then when you tell us, "Hey, Kamala Harris, did you like what Joe said? Because if you don't like what Joe said, we'd like for you to take that on." "No, I don't like what Joe said." "Oh, Inslee, did you like what Joe said?" "No, I don't like what Kamala said." That's all they did. There was not one subject in 2 nights, not one question. We're going to show you some of the questions that a moderator followed up with actual facts or information like, "Hey, Joe Biden, you said this, but statistically right now we're seeing this, this, and this. How do you answer these statistics after you make a statement like that?" That's a debate. And then you say, "Kamala Harris, do you agree with the statistics? And do you agree with what he said concerning the statistics? And also recently, the Department of this, did you hear that, has put out a report, this or that." They state now, yes, did they get into some impeachment? Yes. I don't know anybody out there that watched. If you watch, send me a message. 6 hours of this marathon. 6 solid hours, 2 nights. Who told this network that America wanted to tune in to these candidates for 3 solid hours? Not I. So let me get here. Let's go through some pictures here. We're going to go through. I was doing some screenshots last night. Every once in a while, Josh, keep this one ready. Put up number 47. Okay? Now here's something. I know you're in you're the engineer controlling everything in the studio. I'm going to give it to you. He's 1,000 miles away. He's making it happen. He's doing an amazing job. Josh, number 47. You see Bernie throwing his hands up? Now listen to me real close. Anytime you hear me saying, I just throw my hands up, I'm not going to call for this picture. I just want it up. Are we on the same page? So if we're in the show and I say, hey, look, I just got to throw my hands up on that one, the people at home need to see Bernie throwing his old Jew tantrum hands up. I know he's Jewish. I'm in trouble. Hey, what do you know? All right, so well, we're clear on that, Josh. So let's go to number. I want to go through these, and we're going to break this down, and we're actually going to talk about them as you see them. All right, we already said this. Number 2 was Joe's profile for the night. He really had some neck issues. He's doing this number today, back and forth. So they thought, CNN thought that was, and that's the best they have. I told you this morning, don't get mad at me. I'm going to say on a lot of these pictures, folks, I just wanted the wheels. That's the best they have. Joe, all right, now go to number 3. Okay, Kamala Harris. Biden calls for Medicare for All. Confusing and a have it every which way approach. How do you respond to that, Kamala Harris? I asked you earlier, can anybody please tell me? And here is Biden's look as number 4. I did a lot of screenshots last night. Biden's looking over at Kamala like, don't hit me hard, kid. And here is Biden, number 5. Go ahead and throw up number 5. He's looking straight ahead as Kamala's like trying to kick his little white old ass. Sorry. Here is one I really enjoyed, number 6 taking. This was a little back and forth spat between Kirsten, I will do anything for a campaign contribution, and Kamala. Now we're going to get into what they say. I'll tell you what. If you didn't watch it, you need to realize they're closing the coal mines. You will have no choice but to buy an electric car, so you have to pick that out. I'm serious. This is their top tier. And that's what I'm going to say all morning long. This is all they have. I'm going to read you the quotes from Joe Biden. First of all, if you're in West Virginia, you might as well start looking for if this group. Remember when Barack Obama said he would close the coal mines? Remember that? They will never open a new mine. If one of these candidates get elected, all of the coal mines in America, not just West Virginia, Pennsylvania still has coal, folks. Okay? All of that mining will be done. Virginia, West Virginia, all right? All of that will be finished. Day 1. In fact, Kirsten Gillibrand, it is her second thing. Her first thing, Kirsten Gill, oh my God, I got to get to it. I'm going to read it. What is the first thing? Well, the first thing I'm going to do is Clorox the office. Now, I want to know if the staff came in, and all jokes aside, if the staff came in and did a quick Clorox the office, some hand sanitizer, some sanitation wipes after Bill Clinton finished up. Why do you get mad at me? I already feel it through the camera. He said, you have to say that? What the hell, America? It's the damn truth. It is the damn truth. Bill Clinton, this piece of garbage, what he did to this young, impressionable, intern in the Oval Office. But she's going to Clorox the place. Oh, it's got cooties. Then she's going to close the coal mine. She won't have nothing to do with that. Folks, stroke of a pen. Get your hard hat. Get your little miner cap. Get your bucket. Get out of there. Seal them up, baby. It's over. I have a lot more. This is all I have. Now, this is one of my favorite parts of the night. Number 7, we will get into this. So I'm going to show you these. We're doing this for a couple hours. We're going to break down the reality show. So number 7 there, that's Kamala. And there is Gabbard. Is that her name, Gabbard? I told you earlier, I would not vote for one of the 20 Democrats, period. I like what she said to Harris. I think it should be something that Republicans should clip in case Harris is on the ticket. And you remember I said on the ticket, I lead the league. Folks, I'm the leader in the league of going out on a limb. And my limb says if Biden survives, He's got Burgess Meredith, got the talk. Come on, kid, you can do this again. Get back in the ring. September, we only got 30 days. Hit the bag, Joe. And if Joe survives, I'm thinking crusty old white guy and Kamala Harris for vice president. I can see it. We'll go with that in a minute. And for you out there that keep telling me that Trump's going to dump Pence, we're going to agree to disagree. I know I keep getting this call. I get a call. Trump's going to dump Pence. No, he's not. That's my opinion. That's your opinion. All right, I'll tell you what. We'll muddle through. It's a bunch of malarkey. I'm going to look at you if you think I heard that last night in the debate. If you did not watch it, who was it that said which candidate? I got it here in a minute. That's a bunch of malarkey. Malarkey made it into the show. Best they have. Anyhow, so there you go. We're going to read these. Don't go away. We're going to read these. Now, here's some of the questions because we're going to answer them. I actually recorded their answers, and we will read them. Do you agree? There's number 8. Josh, I want to go to number 8. Number 8, do you agree with those who say running on Medicare for All will get President Trump reelected? And that is Senator Bennett, right? It's Bennett. We got something we're going to go over with him in a minute. That's one of the questions. Hard hitting. And here is a nice one. This smug New York City mayor jackass, de Blasio, number 9. Throw up number 9. He was number 9. He was on full arrogant jackass. I told you de Blasio would be on full arrogant jackass. And plus, we're going to talk about law enforcement. You're going to want to stick around because criminal reform. If you missed last night, I took the notes. I'm going to take the notes. I got them. I'm going to keep them. Because if you missed last night, you got to pay attention, America. Do you know what criminal law, you know what criminal reform act to them, these 10 last night, is reforming the police. They had no problem with the crimes. They had no problem. They did not bring up MS-13. They don't do it. They did not bring up gangs. They did not bring up illegals in this country that have murdered people in this country. No, it was the police. And we're going to, remember, what's his name? Is it Eric Gardner? The guy that got the chokehold 11 times. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I'm not going to do it 11 times. Remember, Eric Gardner said he couldn't breathe 11 times. The guy put the choke on him. He's dead. What would you do? Police, law enforcement, they attacked them last night. If these Democrats, I tell you what, I'm going to look at the camera. If these Democrats that I hear last night, and this is the best they have, win the Oval Office, damn it, you keep hearing it every day, but it's over, flat over. They hate the police, period. They hate law enforcement. They want the borders wide open, okay? List goes on. Anyhow, I got to get control here. Get control. Number 10. Roll 10. Roll the tape, Josh. I can't see it, folks, so I'm just giving Josh a hard time. Number 10. Would you resume your deportation policies with Obama administration? Now, there's Castro in the picture. Now, somebody must have went up to him last time and said, hey, we got to talk. We got to talk. You know, your whole last debate, your whole transgender male, protect the rights for them to have an abortion. People still trying to figure that out. They're scratching their head on that one, dude. You need to come clear away from that. So, would you resume deportation policies of the Obama administration? See, when Joe's vice president of the Obama administration, Smoking Joe, they were deporting them left and right, and they wanted to know, Joe, will you keep throwing them over the border? Immigrants, like a fish, you keep throwing back. Okay, so illegal immigrants. Let's try that joke one more time. Illegal immigrants, like a fish, you keep throwing back. Number 11. I know I'm in so much trouble today, and that's why I'm enjoying the show. There he is. They're face to face. I told you that's Joe's look. I captured these all night. I got a program here where I just clip real quick, and I got dozens. I just wanted you to see this is the look, man. And this is what they are calling a debate. We're going to break that. It's not a debate, folks. It was a TV show. If you watch this 6 hours and you break it down, you study it, because we're going to need every one of you out there. to help get President Trump reelected. We're going to do everything we can, and we have to study this. We can't just put up a little thing on Facebook and say, I did my part. Hell no. You're going to have to get off your ass. Oh, I can see this show Thursday. It's smoking, man. All right, you're going to have to get off your keister, and you're going to have to get to work. That's why we're breaking this down. Look at these two. That's all they did last night. Not one time did CNN bring up a fact. Now, what will be interesting is not one fact, real fact, was revealed in these candidates, no matter what the question. So when Donald Trump debates one of these Democrat clowns, and CNN and MSNBC and ABC, nobody actually brings up the facts. In a question, Donald Trump will go back to the facts and say, hey, you didn't bring this up. I don't know why. It'll happen. All right, let's go on. Here is number 12. She said no. Now, this is Gabbard. I think Gabbard, we'll get her name, senator from Hawaii. Do you support free college for undocumented? She said no. Okay, moving right along. Let me get a couple more. We'll get a couple more, then we're going to take a break, and then we're going to come back and actually read to you with some of these pictures what in the hell was said. It's going to scare the daylights out of you folks. I don't mean to scare you so early on Thursday, but hey, do you respond? Number 15, Josh. 15. How do you, number 15, how do you respond to Senator Booker calling your criminal justice reform plan inadequate? How do you respond to that? It was inadequate. Now, they get into criminal justice reform. That's what it is. And everybody's plan is to retrain our law enforcement. Now, I'm going to tell you out there, we have in everything in the world, you have good and bad. But for the most part, our law enforcement is good in this country. We support them. I support them. You support them. But not them. They do not support law enforcement. Now, I don't want to knock law enforcement, but if you take what happened in Baltimore with Freddie Gray, all 6 officers, I think, were found not guilty, exonerated, whatever, like Trump said, 100% exonerated. Nobody got convicted, none of the 6 that I'm aware of in that Freddie Gray bouncing around the old van, the paddy wagon, that died. But that being said, if you were law enforcement, you only got 2 years. 2 years, okay, to retire with full bennies. What is it? Full bennies. You get your full bennies in 2 years. And you get a call. Hey, you don't want to roll up in there and have to smack some guy off the hood of your car. And next thing you know, oh my God, an aggressive police officer. There you go. So that's one. We're going to keep going. And Josh, I'll give you the next one I want. We'll leave that there. Here is the guy I told you earlier. I would like to sit for a day and talk with this guy. Actually, there's things he says that make sense, folks. You can get mad if you want. Now, I don't agree with his climate change positions, and I don't agree with several things. This is the smart, to me, wait, I'll give you the number. To me, out of 2 nights, to me, your host, BKP, the way I see it, out of 2 nights, the smartest candidate on the stage is number 19. Go with that, Josh. Number 19. Smartest candidate on the stage, period. Okay. This is what Yang, he's a businessman. He won't wear a tie. Why are you the best candidate to heal the racial divide? Now, this is Don Lemon, to heal. I'm going to read you in the next segment. I'm going to take these questions, read to you what Don Lemon asked, and some of the answers. Yeah, we're going to go into that next. But I'm showing you CNN and their reality show. Here it is right there. Number 20. Number 20. Don Lemon with his husband in the audience. They're probably going to get a lot. He's going to get double reparations. If you are black and gay in America, do you get double reparations? I'm just saying. Why am I always the bad guy? But there's Don Lemon. I think he's gay, right? Did he come out he came out a long time ago? Well, for the longest time, he appeared to be single. Don was single. And then we caught pictures of the wedding. Oh my God, I can't believe I talk about this damn crap. Oh my God. Oh, it's unreal. All right, sanity now, insanity now, serenity now. We'll go there. Don Lemon, and there's Castro. He stepped back, and Don Lemon read a hard-hitting question. We'll have you that one about race and what Trump has done. They do get into Trump attacking Baltimore. And these candidates have a solution. That we're going to get into it. This is the funniest damn thing I watched last night. And I'm going to tell you a quick one, okay? I'm going to share this with you, okay? I get personal sometimes. I should not get personal. I should not. But you're family out there, okay? And we've gotten to know each other. And yes, I'm not in LJ. I'm just going to leave it like this. My mother is very sick in the hospital. And so last night I had to do some things here on location. And then and my father's very sick also. We won't go into that. So I'm here with my father. And then I wanted to go down to the hospital and visit my mom. I knew this debate was going on. I needed to see, or this reality TV show. So I go down, I see my mom in the hospital. I get done. My mom says, oh, I got to get into this. I'm about ready to leave. She said, boy, I tell you what, I'd feel better if I had a milkshake. What? You want a milkshake? You want me to go get you one? No, not really. No, you don't have to. But boy, I tell you what, it'd be good right now if I had strawberry milk. Well, if you say it 3 times, it's not going to appear, Mom. You want me to go get the milkshake or not? Yeah, I guess I'd let. So I got to drive up the road, get the milkshake. And here's the long and short of it. And I go back, I give Mom the milkshake. By the time I get home, this debate's almost over, or that late at night. And I said, I got to watch it. So I'm up here to close to 1 o'clock in the morning watching this crazy thing. I get up at 4 o'clock, finish it up. Why the hell am I telling you that story? I don't know why I'm telling you that story. Because it's important. Here's Castro, all right? They're going to talk about Baltimore and how they're going to give you the solutions to the inner city crisis in this country. Now, that's me being facetious, right? But they don't answer. So, well, let's just say this, and I'm going to read the quotes. So if your moderator was a true debate moderator, like your host, I'm like Trump where that's concerned. I'm good. You ever watch a debate I moderate? It's great. It's awesome. It's the best. I am one of the best debate moderators in America today, period. I know that was arrogant, but I don't care. I know how to do a debate. You go back and watch them or whatever. So Lemon says, what would you do? And then all of a sudden, these guys are going to pour money in. That'll fix it. And they're going to re-energize some of these zones, and they're going to build affordable housing and all this stuff. A true debate moderator would have followed up and said to the next candidate, do we have number 21 up? Number 21. Next candidate, hey, Castro says he'll do this, this, and this, but recently we found billions of dollars were sent to Baltimore with no results. So how do you put money in or claim that's going to be part of the solution when Elijah Cummings has poured money in there, stolen money into the district for 30 years and it hasn't worked? That's a debate moderator, period. Got it? All right, so I got to get back. I got to get out of this. And that would be number 22. We're going to come back to that. More money, more problems. 15, number 22, 15.7 billion federal grants, benefits, and others assistance given the Maryland 7th. That's Elijah. Number 18. So let's go. I got to get through these. Josh, number 22. Number 22. Is it realistic for the Green Deal to include a job guarantee and paid vacations? Well, Gillibrand, I will do anything for a campaign contribution. Bill and Hillary Clinton gave her her Senate seat. First thing I'd do is Clorox the Oval Office. Now this morning you were hearing number 24. Number 24, Josh. Booker impresses during second debate. Oh, he's impressive. Why, he hit a zinger. Oh, there it is. Let's go to number 25 right there. Number 25, Josh. Booker hits Biden with a zinger. So we got malarkey and a zinger last night. Here's a zinger for you. We got an old saying in Newark. It's called you dipping something in your Kool-Aid and you don't even know the flavor. And trust me, I know about dipping in some Kool-Aid, my brother. He's doing the shuck and jive on that one. I got to move on. Okay, a zinger happened. There you go, number 25. Booker hits Biden with a zinger, number 25 or 26. I'm sorry, Josh. That's number 26 with a zinger. Okay. Here we'll go into this one. I want to build up for the next hour. Number 28. Jill Brown attacks Biden over a 1981 op-ed. You see, Biden once thought, folks, there was this crazy thing, and it's that Biden once thought that a mother of children could stay home and not work outside the home and give that care to the children, and that could be a family. He once thought that could be possible. Gillibrand said, what the hell was you thinking? And listen, I don't know, did they offend your mother? Gillibrand said, they offended mine. Now, my mom worked outside the home several times, and my mom has worked her whole life, but for the most part, you know, I want the attacks that come with this. I genuinely do. I actually had the craziest childhood. I mean, I thought it was an illusion. I thought it was a dream. I thought it was only something that happened in movies. But I actually remember Dad coming home from work. And I actually remember the car coming up the drive. I actually remember little kids excited going out to the car saying, did you bring me anything? Did you bring me anything? And I actually remember Mom saying, I got to put supper on the table. Dad will be home from work soon. Do you have your homework done? Did you clean your room? You'll get no dessert if it's not clean, young man. I actually remember those things. I thought it was just a dream. I thought it was an illusion, just something you see on movies. And then I remember Dad coming in and saying, how was your day? And I remember us all sitting at the table and passing the bowls around and saying, give me some more of this and that. I remember all that. It was the craziest damn thing. Was I dreaming? Yes, you offended my mother and millions of hardworking women. Hardworking. Let me tell you something. I try to get this right because I don't want to say anything. But if you are out there, if you are out there today working to help support your family, you have my respect. If something happened in your relationship with a man and you are raising children by yourself, you have my respect. I'm with you. I'm looking in the camera. You have my respect. Women, I always say, if you want somebody to bullshit, you hire a man. I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to say that. But if you want somebody to BS, you hire a man. If you want to get the work done, you hire a woman. Oh my God, they're going to come now. Oh, there's the labor people. So you won't hire men, will you? All right, let's get back to what I'm really saying. So if you're out there and you have to work to help support your family, you have my respect. If you're out there and you're raising a couple of kids or whatever on your own, because your man's a piece of garbage, you have my full respect. But if you're out there this morning and you believe that you want to raise your children, not give them to the government, if you're out there this morning and you believe that you'd like to raise your children and not send them to the schools, the National Communist School System of America, if you actually believe it, if you actually believe you'd like to sit down with your children and teach them their ABCs, if that is what you like to do, and you actually like to go into the kitchen, God forbid a woman go in the kitchen, and you like to whoop something up around 5 because Dad's coming home. First of all, that is the hardest job. You never disrespect that woman. They have the future of their children in their hands. And let me tell you something while I'm on a roll. That's what's wrong with our children today, because we gave the future of our children to the government. And when the future of our children was in the hands of Mom and Dad, And the primary influence in their life throughout their day was mom. I shouldn't just end like that, but that's where I'm at. How did I get off on that? Josh, what the hell? I'm not in the studio, so you can't help keep me straight. All right, number 29, I got to roll through. We're going to get this really quick. Number 29, right there, last night, Representative Gabbard has breakthrough night. She has breakthrough night. Now, she pinned down. I mean, they wanted a cage match. Didn't I tell you that CNN would promote this and run it like America's Got Talent? Oh, man, they wanted a cage match. I mean, the only thing missing was Jerry Springer. Were you not ready a couple times to see one of these, like, transgenders come out and start pulling somebody's hair and say, you took my man, Jerry Springer? It was a mess. This was a disaster, this reality show. But she pinned Camilla down. We're going to get into that. And let me just go to this. Andrew Yang, I tell you, number 31, my favorite candidate out of all 20, number 31. He is the one, he says, a reality show. This debate process is a reality show. And, you know, I knew that going in. I told you last week, if you watch this show, I told you last week, okay, before that, when these debates come up, that they would do them like America's Got Talent, and they would do TV shows. This guy just said it, and I was thinking last night, yeah, we got to highlight. All right, number 32, Joe looked at Kamala and said, Biden to Harris. Go easy on me, kid. Go easy on me, kid. You know, I'm creaking. Go easy on me, kid. I may put you on the ticket. All right, here is the group. Number 33. Number 33, Biden battles pile-on. It's second debate. I mean, he's carrying the ball through the center, and they pile on 11 hats on the ball. You know, you hear coach. So you say, all right, coach, what's the game plan tonight? We're going to put 11 hats on the ball. That's all you're going to see is 11 hats on the ball. Well, there you go last night. Biden battles pile on in second debate. They get 11 hats on the wall. And there you go. Now, let me just say this. We got to take a break. I'm running along. This was too long. Let's see what I want. Now, if you happen to be in a grocery store today, or you're anywhere today, and you see this right here, number 44, Josh, 44. Just look at him and say, don't bite me, bro. Please do not bite me. I think that scares the daylights out of me. That brother's got me nervous. I mean, I already know he don't like white people, right? So if I'm going down the road, I see that, I'm like, sir, please do not bite me. Back off. I'm your host, BKP. Now, in the next hour, what we're going to do, we went through these questions. We're going to read you the responses. And what did I say? You're tired of already? This is the best they have, people. The best they have. I'm your host, BKP. We'll be right back. Josh, take us to break, buddy.